సరే ఎవరండి చెప్పండి ఓకే సార్ మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను సార్ క్లాస్లో మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను సార్ గుర్తుంది మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను అది కదా Good morning, boys. Let's discuss about unit number 3. Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about manufacturing methods of composite materials. Yesterday we have discussed about the manufacturing of composite materials. So we have seen filament binding method and hand layup method. So already we have discussed in the last unit, second unit, we have discussed about pultrusion and RTM methods. Is it not? So we have autoclave, tape production, molding methods. Are to be discussed in this class. So manufacturing of composites, hand layup technique, vacuum bag technique or pressure bag. Okay. Pultrusion, resin transfer molding, injection molding are the manufacturing methods of these composite materials. So already we have discussed what is a matrix, what is a reinforcement. Is it not? Yes. See, boys, we say our course is advanced materials. Our course is advanced materials. The material what we have in the present days, past, and now in the present, what are its applications? The application has been changed, is it not? From the past to the present. So depending upon the present situation, we are discussing about, we are in search of advanced materials. Advanced materials. In the advanced materials, composites are playing a crucial role in aircraft and automobile engineering. See, boys, the advanced materials, see in the present, what are the requirements in the industry and in aerospace, especially these composite materials are widely used in industry, aircraft industry. Okay. So this is due to their many attractive characteristics such as lighting weight. See, why we attract something? Why you are attracted to something? Because it has number of characteristics, number of applications, number of advantages on a particular thing. So we are attracted to that. The same manner, the industry was attracted to this composite materials because they are light in weight, high strength, high stiffness, good fatigue resistance, and good corrosion resistance. Good fatigue resistance. What is fatigue? Repeated loads acting on the member. Even then, it is accepting and it is functioning as normal, even though the machine member is facing number of repeated loads acting on the member. There is no deformation on the member. So, this kind of characteristics are in the composite materials. Also, the ability to manufacture parts with complicated geometry. So, boys, not only geometry, I have explained what is geometry, a particular shape. A rectangle has a particular shape, a square has a specific shape, circle has a specific geometry. The same, apart from these geometries, number of different complicated geometries can also be done by this advanced material. Using pure components enables manufacturer to save cost as compared with the same parts made by conventional metallic materials. Oh, conventional metallic materials. Previously, olden days, we used to use steel, iron, all these things. Okay, now non-conventional. See, boys, up to the mark. What is required for the present? So for that, we are using composite materials. See, while using these composite materials, what we are gaining cost is reduced tremendously. Cost, when compared with the conventional methods in the olden days, the cost is very less in the manufacturing of composite materials. So, a lot of attractive characteristics are in the composite materials. So, why can't we use those uh, materials? Why can't we use? Yes, we can. We have to use those things. So, why the advanced materials came into existence? Because it has number of applications in engineering and in also in fabrication parts. They are more attracted because of its characteristics such as light in weight, high strength, high stiffness, good fatigue resistance, and good corrosion resistance. So we come to steel or iron. There is corrosion. Fatigue cannot perceive. Heavy in weight. Heavy in weight. So if it is the material is heavy, power required is also increases. As a result, cost of the equipment, cost of the product will be more. As a result, the customers does not attract. Even then, the product does not sell. Product does not sell. These conventional metallic materials were replaced by this advanced material. Replaced by the advanced material. Boys, we have seen the stages, different stages of existence of different stages of existence of composite constituents up to the final product. From initial to final, what are the things to be done? Initial stage to final stage. At stage one, at this stage, the material appeared in the basic form. See, we have seen pultrusion process. We have seen resin transfer method. Mount. In that, the basic things are the fundamentals are the raw materials. Raw materials. They are manufactured. They are fabricated. At this stage, the material appear in raw basic form. For fibers, these consist of fiber either in the form of filaments or fiber bundles. Filaments is small things. Filaments or fiber bundles. Fibers may also be woven into fabrics or braided. See, a lot of research is going on braided materials. So it's like fibers, but more or less in weight. Braided into braid preform. Preform means before we get the final shape that is called as preform. Before the final shape, before the final shape appearing, we create a preform. Preform. So after the process has been done, we'll get a form. We'll get a shape. Okay. For matrix, the material usually appear in liquid form. Okay. Boys. What is a matrix? What is the input? Every time I'm explaining, a matrix is the basic or primary phase where the reinforcement material is embedded into the matrix to get a required shape. Okay, this matrix safeguards the reinforced material from the corrosion, okay, atmospheric conditions, and also remove stresses. It will give a proper shape. Is it not? This is the functions of the primary phase called the matrix. Secondary phase is called as reinforcement. So Matrix plus reinforcement gives you a composite. Matrix plus matrix, when the reinforcement is embedded into the matrix and pulled, it gives you a composite material. Okay. For matrix, the material usually appears in liquid form, but thermoset. Boys should remember this. How we have classified this one? How we get thermoset and thermoplastic materials? Thermoset and thermoplastic. So these are originated from the polymer matrix composites. These comes from the polymer matrix composites. The polymer matrix composites. See, from polymer matrix composites, these are subdivided to thermoset and thermoset. Okay. So the material usually appear in liquid form for thermoset resin or granules, granule like grains like structures, grain like structure. Liquid we know, is it not? Granular means like grain like structure. Form in the case of thermoplastics, grain like structures form in the case of thermoplastics. Oh, it's very important point. Okay? That is about stage A. At stage A, what we are getting? We are placing the raw material into a hooper. We are placing the raw materials in the form of filaments or fiber bundles into the hooper. Okay. Fibers may be woven into fabrics or into braided preform. Braided preform. Preform is the shape initially. Then after the resin transfer, curing and drying, we'll get the final product. We'll get the final product as form, as a form, FORM form. Okay. The material usually appears in liquid form for thermoset resin. The material usually appears in liquid form for thermoset resin or granule form in the case of thermoplastics. Okay. Next stage B. There are four stages. Yesterday we have discussed. Again, I'm explaining one by one. Boys, this subject is very much easy and interesting, boys. So go through the notes and understand. You can get all this. At this stage, the fibers and matrix may be combined with single layer. Fiber plus matrix. Okay? Combined into a single layer. For the case of thermoset matrix composite, the matrix may appear in a semi-liquid. Boys, listen, very important. Actually, we said it is in stage one, it is liquid type, but it was converted into for the case of thermoset matrix composites, the matrix may appear in semi-liquid or semi-solid form, semi-liquid or semi-solid form, shape, okay? So that sheet can hold its shape, so that the matrix can hold the shape, so that reinforcement can be embedded into that. For the case of thermoset matrix composite, the matrix may appear in semi-liquid, semi-solid form so that the sheet can hold its shape. For the case of thermoplastic composite, the matrix is solid. As we are pouring the grain type raw material into the hooper, the stage B, as they are combined, matrix and fibers are combined, this thermoplastic composite the matrix is solidified. The matrix is solidified. This form of thermoset matrix composites are called as prepregged. Prepregged. This form of thermoset matrix composites is called prepregged. For thermoplastic composites, thermoset it is prepreg. For thermoplastic composite, it is called as toe-preg. Toe-preg. Prepeg and toe-preg. Prepeg is for thermoset. Toe-preg is for thermoplastic. At this stage, the layers in stage B are stacked on top of each other to make flat plate laminates, layer by layer, arranging layer by layer. At this stage, the layers in stage B are stacked on top of each other to make flat plate laminates, This intermediate step is important. This intermediate step is important. Intermediate means that
Hello, voiceless sir, voice. వాయిస్ రావడం లేదు సార్, వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు.
సార్ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు సార్. ఇంకా అయినట్టే క్లాస్. సిఆర్ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు సిఆర్ సార్ది.
హలో హలో, మైక్ టెస్టింగ్. హలో సార్, మీ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు సార్.
వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు సార్. సార్ సిఆర్ సిఆర్
వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు. మీరు చెప్పండి సిఆర్లో.
చెప్పండి.
సిఆర్ లో మరి ఒరే సిఆర్ లో ఉంది ఎందుకురా మరి?
సిఆర్లో ఎందుకురా విన్నాక చెప్పా గట్టిగా.
సిఆర్ లో ఎందుకురా ఉండి అడుగుతాపడం ఏంటి? చెప్పు ఏంటి, ఫోన్ చేయలేవేంటి సార్కి?
చేసుకోనికి అవసరం అయితే
మరి నువ్వెందుకు, నిన్ను ఎందుకు పెట్టారా అలా దండగండి?
దండగా
చెయ్యి, ఫోన్ కొట్టు.
కొట్టు. నీ చేతిలో ఉంది, నీ చేతిలో కూడా ఫోనే ఉంది. లాలిపాప్ నేను చేతిలో.
లాలీపాప్ ఒకటే కొడతావండి నువ్వు, ఫోన్ కొట్టండి.
నువ్వు కొట్టిది అదే కదా మరి.
సార్ చెప్పాను, ఒక నిమిషం ఆగండి. సార్ లాలీపాప్ చంద్రశేఖర్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు సార్.
హలో పట్టలేదా?
సార్ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు సార్.
వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు సార్. ఆ శివుడు
సార్ ఆపేస్తున్నారు సార్ వాయిస్.
సార్ ఆ శివ ఏమో డౌట్ సార్ నాకు, బొడ్డు శివ.
నాకు చంద్రశేఖర్ మీద డౌట్ సార్ నాకు.
ఆగొచ్చు కదా, సార్గా చేస్తున్నారు కదా, ఎంత బాగుడు మీరు.
నాకు నీ మీదే డౌట్, నువ్వే ఏపీకే వాడేసి ఆపేస్తున్నట్టున్నావు.
ఫోన్ సరిగ్గా యూస్ అయింది కానీ మళ్ళీ ఏపీకే అది ఇది.
ఎందుకురా క్లాస్ ఇష్టం లేకపోతే వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు కదా, మేమన్నా వింటాం కదా.
ఎవడాడు జోకులు వేస్తున్నాడు?
వెళ్ళిపోరా ఇష్టం లేకపోతే, ఏపీకి వెళ్ళి క్లాస్ ఆపేగారు ఎలాగా, టైం వేస్ట్.
ఏంట్రా మాట్లాడుతున్నారా?
మీరంటే ఉన్నవాళ్ళు డేటా ఉంటది, మాకు డేటా ఉండదు.
Okay, boys. So we have seen stage A, stage B, stage C, stage D. Is it not? 4 stages we have seen. Is it not, boys? So okay. So different stages of existence of composite constituents up to final stage. How the stages, what are the different stages of existence of composite constituents up to final stage? So there are 4 stages. There are 4 stages. Stage A, where we send the raw materials, where we send the raw materials. So into a cooper. And after that, here in the second stage, they are combined. Fibers and matrix are combined as one, that is into a single layer. Into a single layer. Okay. First of all, raw materials are embedded into the hooper. Okay. So at this stage, stage B, the fibers and matrix may be combined into single layer. For the case of thermoset matrix composites, the matrix may appear in a semi-liquid, semi-solid. Boys, understand thermoset matrix composite. So that sheet can hold its shape. If it is liquid, we cannot cannot hold the shape. So it should be semi-liquid, semi-solid, so that the reinforced material can be hold in a proper shape. The matrix. For the case of thermoplastic, plastic composite, the matrix is solid, solidified. It's like a solid. But whereas in thermoset, it is semi-liquid or semi-solid. Okay. This form of thermoset matrix composite is called prepreg. prepreg. Thermoplastic composites, thermoset matrix composites are called as, this form of thermoset matrix composites are called as prepreg. Prepreg. Whereas thermoplastic composites at this stage, in the second stage B, it's called as topreg. Topreg. Okay, prepreg and topreg are the two different terms. It's like sheet-like structures. It's like sheet-like structures where the reinforcement material can be kept. Okay. Stage B, thermoset matrix composites is called as prepreg, whereas the thermoplastic composites is called as topreg. Topreg. Okay. Stage C, what we confirm in the stage C, we analyze, we have to find out what are the properties involved in this stage C. But in actual fact, but in manufacturing process, theoretically we learn number of things. But in practice, no need to implement all those things. Is it not? You don't need to implement all those things. We directly, because if you implement analysis for every time, so cost of the product will be increased. Cost of the product will be increased, so we won't get gains. Our product does not sell. That's the problem. Okay. Next. However, this step is usually bypassed. It is neglected. However, this step is usually bypassed in the manufacturing process of practical composite parts. Stage D. This is the final stage where the final product configuration is formed. This is the final stage where the final product configuration is formed. Boys, here is a, this is the matrix. This is the matrix, and this is the fibers. Okay, fiber bundle, the filaments, fabrics. So in the level 1, micro mechanics, matrix plus reinforced. Primary phase and secondary phase combined gives you a laminar. Transformation, level 2. Number of laminates are arranged and they are structured. So see the actual steps. If we want this curved shape, it's up to us to change it, make it to our convenience. See, as I said, the composite materials can be used in complex geometry also. Complex geometry also. Not only the initial or the fundamental geometry, but the complex geometry can be done by this. Complex means number of shapes, different shapes which are not the fundamentals. The different complex shapes can be done according to our requirement. According to our requirement. The involvement of these stages in different manufacturing process is as follows. Stage A, stage B, stage C, and stage D are the 4 stages involved in the manufacturing process. In stage A, we send raw materials. Then in stage B, we combine the fibers and the matrix. And in the third stage, where we have to analyze the properties, but in the manufacturing process, in a real process, we simply neglect, bypass. Whereas in the fourth process, we get the final product. And we should memorize what is a prepreg, topreg. Okay. And we should know when this becomes semi-solid, semi-liquid, when it will be solidified. That point should be remembered and should write in the examination. That should be remembered and write in the examination. Don't forget points. Hand layup technique. By using hand, we are manufacturing the composite material. Stages A, B, and D are involved. Stage A, B, and D are involved. And stage C is bypassed. Stage C is bypassed. So, maximum C will be bypassed. As I said, no need to analyze, no need to calculate the properties of that manufacturing process, product. No need. Okay. So, theoretically, manufacturing of composites can be broken down into the following items: aligning of fibers, make them in line, single filaments, fabrics, bed consisting of many layers of fabrics. That means keeping one layer of the or one layer fibers to another layer like that. Laminates is formed. Laminates are formed. Filling the interstices is about cells. Okay, interstices between filaments with liquid matrix cutting the fiber. This is regarding the bonds between the interstitial bonds. Okay, so during the resin, after the fibers are bypassed into the resin bath, and it should be cured by drying and curing dye. Curing dye and forming dye, they are dried there. Filling interstices between the filaments with liquid resin can be done at the levels of single filament. Those fabrics or a bed consisting of many layers of fabric. Very easy methods. In the next class, I will give you the videos. Hand layup. By using hand, we are manufacturing the product. In open mold for fiberglass or polyester, dry tools or dry fabrics are laid on a mold. Here, heat like structure is based on the mold. Liquid resin is then poured. Liquid resin is then poured and spread into the fiber beds. This sheet, fiberglass or polyester, is placed on a mold. Laid means placed, and the resin is allowed to spread in on the fiber bed. A few layers are wetted and left to cure in open air. See, some layers are wetted and left to cure in open air. Now we are exposing, as it says, hand layup. Open mold. So few layers are wetted and left to cure in open air. After these layers are cured, more layers are added. 3 points, hand layup technique. We are allowing, like open mold, we are allowing glass or polyester or cloth fabrics are kept on a mold and liquid resin is poured. The liquid resin poured and spread along the fiber bed, or few layers are wetted and left to cure in open air. After that, these layers are removed, and some more layers are, some more. But this is the process will be continued. This process will be continued. Next, already I have explained about pultrusion. Pulling the fibers from creel, creel and sending them to the resin bath and also curing dye and forming dye, and it comes out, and we cut them to the required lengths. The dry toes are run through a bath of resin to be wetted. The toes or the fibers are run means sent into the bath. Sent into the bath. These are then fed into a heated dye. After that, heated dye and curing dye. Already we have discussed in the second unit. Is it not? The fibers and resin are subjected to compaction and heating. The fibers and resin are subjected to compaction and heating. When the assembly of fibers and resin exit the dye, exit means coming out of the dye, they are compacted and cured. Boys, fibers of dry tools are kept in a resin bath to be wetted to make them dip inside the resin. These are then fed into heated dye. Then after that resin bath, it is sent to the heated dye. Then it is heated up. The fibers and resin are subjected to compaction and heating. When the assembly of fibers and resin exit the dye, they are compacted and cured. This is the process. Actually, I have shown you a diagram. This is the hand layer by bubble. This is the hand layer. By hand, we are squeezing, pressing it. See this diagram. Hand layer fabrication method and a representative layer sequence. Individual layers can be cut by hand or by computer. So let us go for by hand, not for the computerization. Layer by layer, and taking this one, keeping one upon the other, where we get laminates. Boys, boys. So I see how they are, it is like a float, is it not? Like a float. This is the mold and gel coat. Okay, resin is the catalyzed one, and roller, fiber glasses. So by this one hand, we will impregnate this resin onto the glass input, onto this mold, Okay. Here he is doing. This is the practical one. This is the for this for understanding purpose. So we after these fibers are kept on this mold, we pour resin. We pour resin on this matrix, and by hand roller, we see that this resin is passed onto each part of the matrix. Okay? And left it. This is the one. Resin. This is the released element. Gel coat, reinforcement. This is the matrix. Matrix is the mold. So, boys, the next class we'll discuss all these things. So for today, we'll wind up this thing. Yeah, I have shown you a nice diagram in unit 1 rather than this one. But for understanding purpose, continuous mat, resin bar, mandrel, rolling means number of layers are taken into account. So, continuous mat,